You arrive in the stillness of a snowy den, nestled beneath layers of roots and frozen earth. The world outside is blistering cold, but in here, it's quiet and warm. You are blind, deaf, and no bigger than a squirrel. If the cold doesn't get you, starvation might. If you stray from your mother, predators like wolves or lynxes would welcome a bear cub snack. Still, you're here. And that's a start. Now grow. When she stands on hind legs and sniffs the air, you mimic. As an omnivore, you'll one day eat everything from salmon to berries to carrion, but for now, you stick with what your mother approves. She leads you to a stream where you taste fresh water and paw at tadpoles with innocent delight. And in a blink, your mother charges uphill, roaring. The eagle veers off, but the warning is clear. Small things disappear in these woods. Your claws, no tractable and already curved help. You climb over logs and scramble up muddy banks. A fragile lump of fur and instinct born alongside a sibling who squawks and twitches beside you. Your mother is immense, her breath warm and rhythmic as she slumbers lightly, conserving energy through her winter hibernation. She hasn't eaten in months. In this brief, fragile window of infancy, she is your entire universe. Her body, having burned through layers of stored fat to nurse you, is a little weaker now. It's time. You are a brown bear, Ursus arctos, born in the heart of winter, deep in the boreal forests of Eurasia. The air smells of pine needles, damp soil, and life. You wobble forward on stubby legs, tumbling into the world like a curious, furry potato. Your mother grunts and pushes you back gently, keeping you close. She knows what you don't. That everything in this forest either wants to eat you, trample you, or outcompete you. Already your body knows the rhythm of survival. Your nose twitches toward milk before your eyes even open. Your eyes flutter open, revealing a soft world of shadows and brown. Your ears begin to register the soft groans of your mother and the shuffling movements of your sibling. You wrestle and nip each other with clumsy playfulness, though sometimes things escalate. There is no room for weakness, even among kin. You latch onto your mother's belly, tiny paws kneading her side, and begin to drink. But make no mistake, life is a battle from the first breath. Weeks pass in a blur of suckling and sleeping. You grow furrier, heavier, stronger. By the time the snow begins to melt above the den, your mother rouses fully. Hunger gnaws at her ribs. The den's entrance collapses in a flood of light and scent. You blink overwhelmed. Your earliest lessons come fast and instinctively. When your mother growls low, you freeze. You learn to sniff out beetles under bark, dig for roots, and chew tender grasses. Your stomach is still adjusting. Danger is constant. One afternoon, a golden eagle circles above. Your sibling wanders too far. You sleep huddled against her belly each night, your world defined by her warmth and scent. In this brief, fragile window of infancy, she is your entire universe. You don't really hunt the first time you feed on meat. It's more of a stand there and blink moment. One crisp spring morning, your mother rips into the bloated body of a winter-killed moose. It's warm from sunlight, slightly rotten, and full of fat urge, powerful fat. Your body knows this is good. You chew swallow and feel your gut gurgle in response. The smell hits you first pungent, heavy, oddly appealing. Your sibling dives in muzzle first, lips smacking and squealing. You inch closer. Your nose, capable of detecting scents miles away, becomes your compass. Your muscles grow firmer, and it tastes like old moose and new ambition. Your legs lengthen, paws widen, and fat turns to muscle. Your bones thicken to support your increasing mass, and cartilage hardens at your joints. Your heart beats more efficiently. You sneak up on a porcupine. You learn. Your lungs expand to keep up with your growing hunger for oxygen during long treks. Your brain too evolves. You scratch against trees like a deranged yoga bear, and you roll in dirt to ease the itching. Your scent glands, located in your paws and near your tail, grow more active. You start to leave your mark. You're faster now, stronger and smarter. But you're not invincible. Not yet. But you don't quite know it yet. This will matter one day. You're not just reacting anymore. You're planning. You recognize landmarks. You remember where the best berry patches grow and when salmon return to the rivers? You go from resembling a confused puppy to something with the power to knock over saplings. Your coat thickens and darkens with age, shifting from baby fuzz to the rich brown of your species, sometimes cinnamon, sometimes nearly black, depending on your lineage and diet. Your teeth, especially the molars in the back, develop for grinding plants, but your canines? Those are for seizing, tearing, holding. You begin to associate the metallic temps of blood with satisfaction. You try pawing at frogs, clambering after beetles, and lunging awkwardly at squirrels who mock you from branches above. The moose is ... not graceful in death, tangle of fur and flies. You paw at a loose flap of skin. Bigger things roam here, older bears, wolves, even the occasional human. You smell a male bear one afternoon and freeze. He's enormous. Twice your size and definitely not interested in a play date. Your mother rears up, ears flattened, and roars. He lumbers off, uninterested in fighting her. But had she not been there, the story might have ended differently. Your eyes, adapted for daylight, but not color-rich, catch the flicker of a silver fish. You pounce. You miss. You pounce again. The fish is gone, but the splash, the thrill, it lingers. Fishing will come later. For now, the attempt is enough. It squishes unpleasantly between your toes. Your stomach growls. Your nose overrides your fear. With a tentative bite, you taste meat for the first time. Brown bears are biological marvels. After gorging on the moose, your belly swells like a drum. You lie on your side and groan dramatically. Your sibling does the same. Your mother watches with vague amusement, as though you've passed some comedic rite of passage. You have a massive digestive system designed to process everything from roots to rodents. Your intestines stretch over 30 feet, and your stomach can hold over 30 pounds of food in one sitting, which you very nearly attempt. But meat is a challenge too. Still, the experience awakens something. One day, you spot movement in a stream. Your senses begin to sharpen. You still rely on your mother, but now you start to taste what it means to be a predator too. You grow like a mushroom after rain. 1 week, you're stumbling over rocks. The next, you're scaling hills. Inside, the changes are even more dramatic. With strength comes confidence, and with confidence comes ... mistakes. You start to wander farther from your mother. You dig too close to a wasp nest. Molting hits you during late spring. Your winter coat sheds in embarrassing clumps, leaving patches of tufts and sleek fur. But the forest is not your playground. Being a young bear means walking the line between curiosity and caution. Summer ends with a sharpness in the air. The berries dwindle. Insects vanish. Streams begin to freeze. Your body, used to constant foraging, feels the first pangs of true hunger. Your mother leads you higher into the mountains, searching for late-season roots or carcasses. For days, the landscape offers little but rocks and frost. Your belly shrinks, your movements slow. You stop playing. A thaw, sudden warmth. Your mother rises, sniffing the wind. It's got something in her eyes sharpens. And the knowledge that even a strong bear can come close to fading, it sticks with you forever. She leads you to a hollow log where the remains of a deer long dead, but not yet decayed, waits. The smell is awful. It's also the best thing you've ever smelled. You can run short bursts at nearly 50 kilometers per hour, but your real talent is persistence. Other bears, adult males, who aren't just bigger, they're territorial. You smell one long before you see him. The air goes sour with the musk of dominance. You snort, hesitate, and smartly turn around. This isn't your fight yet. You can roam for days, swim rivers, climb trees, and crash through dense underbrush like it owes you something. Her fat reserves are nearly gone, and her milk has dried up. She's smaller than you, but she's no cub. Her coat is glossy, and her gait confident. Your heart thuds strangely. She notices you. You're an adult now. Whatever that means for a bear. You stand tall. You chuff softly, mouth open slightly. No goodbye. You sit under a tree and scratch your back on the bark, not entirely sure what just happened. Tasting her scent with your vomeronacell organa structure in the roof of your mouth that decodes chemical signals. You curl against her, cold seeping into your bones. You urinate boldly on trails and boulders. You're saying, I live here. Respect it. The wind howls through the pines like a cruel lullaby. For brown bears, this is not romance, it's biology. Even your sibling, once full of energy, barely lifts a paw. One morning, your mother doesn't rise. Her breath comes slower than usual. She's exhausted. You huff. You touch noses. At one point, she swats you across the face with astonishing speed, and you tumble down a hill. Apparently, that was endearing because she lets you approach again. This is how many cubs do not from predators, but from silence, stillness, and emptiness. But nature has built you with a backup plan. Your metabolism slows dramatically. Your body enters a near hibernation state, conserving every ounce of energy. You stop shivering, your heart rate drops. It's as if your body says, just hold on. Your mother even growls at you when you get too greedy, which somehow feels comforting, and then it happens. You eat like a creature reborn. That meal doesn't just feed your body, it saves it. Your blood warms. Your steps quicken. You don't forget this week. Hunger becomes a lesson branded into your instincts. One morning, you wake up and realize your mother is gone. Not just gone for a walk or scouting ahead, gone for good. She's vanished like a ghost, as bear mothers often do once they know their young can survive alone. You call for her once, then you don't call again. It's not the bear way. Now a subadult, you're taller at the shoulder than a wolf and heavier than most dogs. Your body is built for endurance, not speed. But now you face new challenges. Rivals. Still, you begin to carve out a space for yourself. You rake your claws down, bark, you roll in strong-smelling herbs. Then comes the day you spot her a female. She snorts, walks away. Courtship is awkward. You circle each other for hours, sometimes days. You spar gently. For a few days, you are not alone. You travel together. You nap near each other. It's eventually mating. Happens quick, instinctive, and powerful. Afterwards, she leaves. Congratulations. Months have passed since your brief romance in the forest. You've mostly forgotten the encounter, though somewhere deep in your instincts. Like many mammals, brown bear females have a reproductive trick up their furry sleeves, delayed implantation. Though mating happened in spring, the fertilized eggs don't implant in her uterus until fall. Only if she's built enough fat reserves by the time hibernation approaches will her body allow pregnancy to proceed, just as you once did. She licks them clean, nudges them to her belly, and wraps her enormous frame around them like a living fortress. You remember her scent? The sound of her paw steps through grass, and the oddly calming presence she carried. Berries, nuts, small mammals, even a picnic basket or two if humans get careless. Your weight balloons. Your fur thickens. You drink, then lie beside the water, resting your heavy head on your paws. He bolts. Smart kid. Across the stream, a young bear stumbles out of the underbrush. Gangly, curious, with that same what now expression you once wore. Your body will simply slow, like the last coals of a fire. It's maybe in your sleep, maybe under the stars. The forest will continue. Inside you, the urge to find a den grows strong. Maybe, just maybe, in a cub curled against his mother right now, dreaming of spring, the quiet passing of strength from one generation to the next. But while you roam in solitude, she undergoes a quiet miracle. Now, the legend, fading quietly into the forest. Meanwhile, you spend your days gorging on food. But this isn't your parenting story. Far away, in a separate den, she gives birth in the dead of winter. Two tiny cubs emerge, helpless and blind. You'll never see your offspring. That's not your role. A flicker, nothing more. Your coat grays at the muzzle. Scars pattern your hide like a living map of battles fought, rivers crossed, and trees you've scratched into submission. You move slower now. Not weak, but wise. You've learned which trails flood in spring, which berries ripen first, and which wind patterns bring the scent of wolves. Male bears don't stick around. In fact, if you encountered those cubs by accident, instinct might betray you. You hibernate alone. Your heart slows. Your breath evens. While you dream of rivers, fish, and endless trails, your genes are already marching forward in the world, wrapped in fur, suckling in darkness, getting ready to repeat everything you've lived. Adult males are known to kill cubs that aren't theirs, hoping to trigger the mother's next breeding cycle. And yet some part of you buried beneath layers of instinct and fur might pause if you heard a squeak from the underbrush that reminded you of yourself. Winter comes. Years pass. You've outlived most of your kind. That alone is victory. One evening, you lumber down to a quiet stream. As the sun lowers through the trees, a breeze tickles your fur. You don't move. He freezes, uncertain. You snort softly. You've seen the cycle enough times to recognize your part in it. You were the cub, then the rival, then the lover. When your time comes, it won't be dramatic, and your legacy. It's in every berry bush you fertilized, every trail you marked, because in the end, being a brown bear isn't about power or solitude. It's about rhythm, the turning of seasons. You were born in darkness, survived hunger, fought rivals, loved briefly, and vanished without fanfare. And it was a good life.